the Justin Baldoni war with Blake Lively, which seems to me, initially I felt quite sorry for Blake Lively, then I've been reading all the messages, and it just seems like a pair of absolute weapons-grade narcissists.
Oh, so apparently Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively, the perfect couple we all know and love, are now caught up in some drama. Who would have guessed, right? For years, they've been dazzling us with their flawless red carpet smiles, witty interviews, and those oh-so-perfect Instagram posts. But now, surprise, surprise, a bunch of other celebrities are swooping in to reveal that maybe, just maybe, their picture-perfect relationship isn't as flawless as we thought. Shocking, truly.
Ryan Reynolds, this is his thing. He's a Taylor Swift of the movie industry. When he gets upset with somebody, he puts them into a script.
Oh, hold on to your popcorn, folks, because Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively's Hollywood fairy tale just hit a few plot twists. Apparently, they've been making some questionable moves in Tinseltown that are starting to see the light of day. You know, just some casual, sneaky tactics to keep their picture-perfect image in check. The drama is escalating, and the couple's sparkling reputation might be cracking. People are throwing around words like scam and manipulation, with claims that Ryan and Blake were pulling strings behind the scenes to keep themselves on top. It all kicked off when Blake Lively dropped a bombshell about her co-star and director, Justin Baldoni, from It Ends With Us. She accused him of harassment, and naturally, the world was like, whoa, she's always been so genuine. But hold your applause, because then Justin Baldoni turned around and hit them with a $400 million lawsuit. Yes, you read that right. $400 million. Guess this drama just turned into an expensive soap opera. Justin claims Blake and Ryan defamed him, tried to milk him for money, and were basically trying to hijack his movie project. Because, you know, that's what everyone in Hollywood dreams of. Getting embroiled in a lawsuit and ruining their own careers. Oh, and then, as if things weren't juicy enough, other insiders started chiming in, saying that Ryan and Blake might have a pattern of manipulating situations to play the victim and maintain that pristine image. How shocking. Who would have thought?
We had a really weird moment on Deadpool where he said, let's do one more take. And everyone was like, okay. And I was like, yeah, I'm fine. And then as the character, he was like horrifically mean to me.
What a plot twist. Who could have ever seen this coming? Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively, the golden couple of Hollywood, the ones who've graced our feeds with their adorable jokes, lovey-dovey posts, and seemingly perfect drama-free marriage. Now this, if these rumors are to be believed, it turns out they might have been busy making backroom deals, cutting people out of the picture, and pushing whatever narrative helps them stay on top. I mean, who needs a little drama in their marriage when you can just create a perfect public image instead? Makes you wonder if the real Hollywood couple story was just a well-crafted illusion all along.
All through the text messages, you'll see over and over and over again him saying, I don't want to hurt her. I want to protect her. Let's give her what she wants.
The big question, is Blake and Ryan's flawless sunshine and rainbows public image actually just a well-polished illusion? Some people are sitting back and going, I never really bought them as the nicest couple ever, while others are just shocked that their golden duo is suddenly tarnishing. Either way, Hollywood gossip is now buzzing that their little manipulative habits might finally be catching up with them. And let's just say, things are about to blow up faster than Ryan Reynolds' Twitter feed. With Justin Baldoni and a growing list of other celebs stepping forward to spill the tea, this fairy tale might not have such a happy ending after all.
Sources with direct knowledge tell TMZ lots of the stars who attended the events on Sunday were confused as to why Blake and Ryan appeared on the show while they battled it out in court surrounding the movie It Ends With Us.
So even though Blake Lively's serious harassment allegations against Justin Baldoni initially had everyone's attention, the whispers in Hollywood quickly turned to, wait, is this for real, or is this just part of some big master plan? Some insiders are scratching their heads over the timing of it all, suggesting that maybe Blake had a different motive for throwing out those charges. Then, just to spice things up, Justin hits back with a massive lawsuit, and suddenly, he's ready to take Blake and Ryan to court. According to him, they tried to ruin his reputation and, of course, hijack his movie project. Because nothing says, we're the good guys, like a full-blown legal battle, right?
So the story goes, essentially, he says she didn't even read the book before signing on to the project. Then she read the book and kind of became consumed with it and wanted to basically introduce her own lines and wanted to become a part of the project and rework the script.
Oh, but wait, there's more. Justin Baldoni isn't just accusing Blake and Ryan of a little defamation. No, according to him, they tried to flip the whole script and make the public believe that they were the real victims in this situation. Classic Hollywood drama, am I right? Fans are glued to their screens, waiting to see how this dumpster fire plays out. But here's the kicker. Some other celebs are actually starting to speak up. Normally, the Hollywood crowd is tight-lipped to avoid lawsuits and drama, but now, a few are dropping major hints that they're on Justin's side. Apparently, they've seen Ryan and Blake act in ways that totally clash with the perfect couple persona they've been selling. And now the big question, is it possible that Ryan and Blake have been stirring the pot just to keep the spotlight on them? After all, rumors have been floating around for a while that Ryan Reynolds might not be the charming, funny guy he comes across as in interviews and social media posts. I mean, it all started when the Jersey Shore crew had a run-in with him and suggested that maybe, just maybe, Ryan's not always in the best of moods and can be a bit rude. Now, that wouldn't be such a big deal if it were just one isolated incident, but it's starting to sound like maybe Ryan's not the Mr. Nice Guy we all thought he was when the cameras are off. Shocking.
But he was rude.
Who? Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah.
Not great to us.
Oh, this Ryan Reynolds.
Oh, and it gets even juicier. It seems like Ryan's perfect social circle isn't as flawless as we once thought. Take his former close friendship with Jake Gyllenhaal, for example. Remember when those two were like peas in a pod? Well, now they barely interact. Fans are left scratching their heads, wondering if there was some kind of fallout. But of course, no one's confirming anything. Gossip sites, though, are having a field day, suggesting that Ryan might have done something to seriously cross a line with Jake. What exactly went down? Well, that's still a mystery, but I guess we'll just have to wait for the next episode of Hollywood's most dramatic friends.
We know you have an ongoing feud with Ryan.
Who?
You know that guy. What's it gonna take for him to actually be BFFs with you?
Well, I mean, in truth, there was a time in which we were.
Oh, and the plot thickens. Let's talk about Morena Baccarin, the leading lady from the first Deadpool movie. In the sequel, her role got significantly smaller, and she barely made any appearances during promotions. Now, that's pretty weird, right? I mean, she was the main love interest in the first film. Usually, you'd think they'd want her front and center for the sequel. Fans started speculating, and, of course, the rumor mill kicked into overdrive. Word on the street is that something went down between her and Ryan. When the Deadpool 2 promo tour kicked off, it was like she didn't even exist. No red carpet photos, no events. People are guessing that Ryan might have pushed her aside after a disagreement, just to show who's really in control. Because, nothing says I'm the star like sidelining your co-star. The drama is truly endless.
I did a film with an absolute idiot of a co-star. And this human being was being so insecure and angry because this person couldn't get the scenes out. And I think I was so vulnerable and comfortable that I got screamed at.
And let's not forget about Blake Lively's strategic rise to fame. Sure, she was already known for Gossip Girl, but being linked to Ryan Reynolds definitely helped catapult her into even bigger stardom. I mean, who wouldn't want to be associated with Hollywood's golden boy, right? Ryan's Deadpool may have made him a huge box office draw, but it turns out not everyone in Hollywood is exactly throwing a parade in his honor. Some directors and actors, not so much of a fan, especially those who have a very specific idea of what real cinema should look like. Enter Quentin Tarantino, who has made it abundantly clear that Ryan's filmography isn't exactly high on his list. Tarantino thinks Ryan's projects are pretty forgettable and, wait for it, lacking in depth. Oh, and the cherry on top? Tarantino absolutely hates the idea of movies being made for streaming platforms. Like the Netflix projects Ryan's been all over. Guess the real cinema crowd isn't too impressed with all those Netflix gigs. So, yeah, the love fest for Ryan Reynolds might not be as universal as we thought.